Hi, it's Essie with Classy Curls and Coils. I'm going to show you how I go from an Afro puff to a curly puff. If you're like me, I didn't just want to have an Afro puff, but I wanted to have some curls. So I have type 4 hair, and my natural journey started off very, very rough. I almost gave up. I just didn't see the curls that I wanted. I lacked moisture in my hair, and I wasn't able to retain moisture. So through a lot of research and a lot of trial and error, I found how to get moisture in my hair and how to maintain it. So if you want a curly puff, then this is the tutorial for you. Don't think that you can't have the curls if your hair is not really silky or anything like that. I have type 4 hair, and I'm able to get curls by a few simple steps. I only clarify or shampoo my hair every blue moon, maybe once a month, once every 2 months. Other than that, I shampoo my hair with conditioner, co-washing. I like to use Aussie. It's done wonders for my hair. It keeps it moisturized. I also use the 3-Minute Miracle by Aussie. Is it gonna show up? There we go. Alright. Another one of my favorites is Herbal Essences Hello Hydration. And it's the conditioner. So I use the conditioner to wash my hair. And another one that I use is the Ogx Brazilian Keratin Therapy. Sometimes I mix them all together, and that's what I use to wash my hair. Keeps my hair soft, and it's kind of changed the texture. When I first went natural, I would wash my hair, it felt kind of soft, but as it dried, it just felt real dry. It looked dry, and it kind of felt hard. So I was like, what do I do? What do I do? So I kept conditioning it. Deep conditioning it, sitting under the hair dryer with conditioner, and that'll be another video where I tell you some things you can do to kind of get your hair texture to change as far as the softness and moisture and being able to retain moisture. But right now I'm going to put my hair in a curly puff, and it's going to be really defined curls, and I'm going to show you what I do. Alright, I like to keep a plastic cap on my head after I wash because my natural hair dries really, really fast. So I'll keep the cap on to kind of help retain moisture as I'm walking around or until I get ready to style my hair. But keep a water bottle handy. That'll be one thing that we're definitely going to need. Spritz my hair with water. Alright. One thing that I'm going to put on is kind of something that's kind of really help my hair to retain moisture and to get softer. And the more softer that my hair got, the better it was to start curling and to hold the curl. So a lot of times you can actually find this in the men's section, but I have a sister-in-law who uses it all the time, and it really did help my hair. It's Pro-Line Comb-Thru Softener, and the softener is real. It definitely softens your hair. So you can use as much or as little as you want. It kind of, to me, honestly, kind of, when I think of it, I think it has kind of, I call it a manly smell, because it almost smells as if kind of a fragrance, more masculine fragrance I find, but it does the job. If you routinely, continually use this almost practically daily, your hair would definitely be soft. So I put that all over. And I practically use it daily, because even in the morning when my puff is still defined, I'll take some of my hair while my hair is still dry, and I'll kind of run it through my curls. Makes my curls pop, kind of wakes them back up. Alright. There are a lot of good products that I use, and a lot of them that I'll kind of go through today. And I'll do some more tutorials showing you some really great products that help someone with just pretty much type 4 hair get really defined curls and get moisture and retain moisture. Alright. I love Tgin Green Tea Super Moist Leave-In Conditioner. I really like their leave-in conditioner. And I also like the Shea Moisture Curl and Style Milk. I'm actually going to put both of those in there. What I found with my hair is, when I first went natural, I was scared to use product. I'd only use a little bit. Products are pretty pricey, so I would try to make them stretch. I wouldn't use a whole lot. But then I learned that my dry, thirsty hair pretty much needs a lot. I'm actually putting both in right now. Put it on the end, then I'm gonna come back and put it from the roots down. And as you can see, my edges, they're pretty curly. They curl right up when water hits them. So a lot of people ask me, how do I get my edges so flat, so straight, kind of look like they're permed, and then my hair's really curly at the top? I'm like, no. I'm definitely natural. I don't have a perm, but I'll show you. I train my edges. I always tie them down, and they stay tied down overnight. In the morning as I'm getting ready, I tie them down. And that helps them to train, and that helps them to lay down and stay down, because they'll curl right back up if I don't. All right. A few other leave-in conditioners that I use. We'll talk about that on another video. But these two today, we're going to work on the Shea Moisture Curl and Style Milk, and then the Tgin Green Tea Super Moist Leave-In Conditioner. So we're going to use both of these as my leave-ins. Alright, actually put a little bit more of this Tgin. Yeah, I have pretty thick, coarse hair, so I don't have to be shy with the product. I can put a lot in my hair, and it actually needs it. My hair likes butters and milks, and I found that out really early on, because I almost gave up on the natural thing because I couldn't get my hair to be moisturized. I was like, I might as well go back to a perm. Alright. This is going to be pretty easy. I'm going to show you what I do. I don't actually style my puff down. I don't curl it down. I put it in the puff and then I curl it. Alright, so I'm going to use more water. I'm practically just spraying around my edges, front and back. Alright. Okay. Next I'm going to use one of my favorite gels, which is, see, I have a big one. Eco. I like the red top. This one's the Argan. I use this one all the time. It works great on holding my edges down. It doesn't flake up on me. It doesn't make my hair too hard. My hair is always manageable. I use a good bit of it. Alright, and I'm just putting this on my edges. I'm not putting it in my hair. Okay, get my sideburns. And I'm going up a little bit because my hair waves up pretty good, but I actually like that wave. I like it when it's pretty wavy, when it's pulled up, so I do put the Eco Gel up the perimeter of my hair and I smooth it up. Smooth it up. Now I do this along the back. All around. And I'm not putting too much on my hand at one time. Just a little bit. And I'm going up with it. Alright, it's not, doesn't damage my hair, doesn't take it out or anything. Alright. Next, this is just a brush by Annie. Alright, I brush all that up. And I actually take a comb, which one of my favorite combs. I buy them at Walmart. It's the Evolve 2-pack rat tail comb set. I don't know what it is about this comb, but it's great. It says it has metallic tips that control frizz. But something about it, whenever I use this comb, like we'll see in another video when I do like a wash and go, my curls actually pop just from using the comb. I have a dimming brush, so I also try that, but sometimes I can just run that comb through my curls and my curls will start to pop out. Alright, so now I'm just taking out a little bit of my sideburns. I have pretty long sideburns, but I've always had that. Alright. Continuing to brush my hair up, trying to make a smooth, sleek puff. Going all around. Alright, I have a lot of different methods of pulling my puff up. One of my favorite, which makes it the most sleek that I found, is I'll use just one of this. You can get them anywhere. This one came from Walmart, 88¢. Everyday head wraps. It's a little stretchy hairband. I've already cut this one, but they come connected. And I usually take scissors and cut it in half. Alright. I've seen another YouTuber use this method, and I found that it helped because I used to get a lot of headaches, because sometimes I would leave them whole and I would wrap them twice and slide them up, but my head would hurt really bad. So I cut it in half, and I'm just taking it and I'm just going to do one little quick tie, like I'm tying it. Okay. Then I go ahead and slide it up, and then I kind of bring them to the back just so that I can reach the back to slide the back up. I'm slowly sliding it up. Pull a little tighter, and I'm sliding up some more. So I get it where I want it. I can make my puff as big or as small as I want. Alright, and then I usually take one finger and hold it in place. Alright, from there I'm going to put a bobby pin to secure it. And then I come back and I pull, puff, make it bigger, pull the back, but I'm holding at the same time, that way it stays smooth. Alright, now my ends, I do two things. Sometimes I'll take it, I can use another bobby pin and just tack them and bobby pin them in place. Mine don't usually come loose, so a lot of times I'll just take it and go to the back and just tuck it in. And then my hair will hide it. That's normally what I do. Now if you're going to be doing something where you're really moving a lot and you're worried about it coming loose, definitely just take another bobby pin and tuck both ends on the side. Alright. Now the next step, I've already got it pulled back, is I do my edges. Come back, spray a little bit more water, and I'll put some gel on the edges again, because they're already starting to curl back up, not laying flat at all. More gel on them, and I'm going to secure them to hold them down. And I smooth it up with my hand, and I put a little bit on my sideburns. Alright, I do it put a little bit more on the back, a little bit of gel. This is just the same Eco Gel. What a lot of natural people do, a lot of us use a toothbrush, and I do too. Same toothbrush since about 1.5 years ago when I started natural. This is the same one I'm using. I love it. Alright, then I go ahead and I start brushing my sideburns. I brush everything up. Then I come back and try to do something cute with my edges. Like you hear a lot of people say, you don't have to do it, but I like it to look sleek. I like it to be finished. I like it to almost have that sleek perm look. So I'll brush them, and even sometimes I'll come back and add even a little bit more gel, because it's not too harsh, it's not too hard, it doesn't do any, it's not damaging. Alright. Sometimes I'll even do a center part. You'll see me do that a lot. Alright. So I'm just doing my edges. Sideburns. Other side. And I'm just using that same brush to brush the back. So, using the gel and brushing them down, they're going to be flat for you. Or you may just have to, you find that they're not and they're curling up, that's okay. Just keep trying this and keep doing it, and the more you do it, the more your edges are going to learn and start laying a little more flatter for you. Okay. And if I'm not totally satisfied with it, when I fit the finished product, I'll come back and I'll kind of change them a little bit more. Alright. From here, anytime I have a puff, I do the same exact thing. I'm not worrying about the top. As you can see, it's just an afro. It's got some curls, but they're not really defined. It's not really how I wear my hair. So I take one of these long scarves. Again, you can get this from Walmart or any of your beauty supplies. It's a long one, so I fold it in half. All right, and this is what I use to secure and tie down my edges. Okay, so I slide it up, get it underneath all my hair on my puff, and I tie this down. So as I'm getting ready in the morning for work or church or wherever I'm going, I tie this down. Usually putting a little knot in the top, move it out of my way, loosen it so my head doesn't start hurting. All right, and then the back is kind of low, so I'll slide that up, just making sure that it's holding everything down. Okay, so what this is doing, that's molding everything. That's keeping it in place, it's securing it, and it's gonna hold all day. All right, at this point, I start working on my puff. Puff is pretty dry at this point, so I'm gonna spritz it, and I'm gonna use some product on it and get the curls going. Now, this can be tedious a lot of times. A lot of people wouldn't want to do this, or throw a little something on it and keep going. It's just a personal preference. I usually wake up early to try to do it, and once you get it going good, the first 1 or 2 days, I usually don't have to keep doing it. I don't have to do so much to my puff, which I'll show you my refresher puff on another video. So at this point, I usually can put the gel up unless I want to come back and do something else on my edges. All right, there's a couple products, a lot of different products. Sometimes I'll even put a little bit more leave-in moisturizers in here, but today I'm going to be using my Shea Moisture Curl Enhancer Smoothie. I use a lot of this. Creme of Nature. I love Creme of Nature also. This is their hydrating curling cream. I also have a Creme of Nature leave-in conditioner. Mango and shea butter. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more of this leave-in conditioner. I know I've already done that, but my hair is dry. Like I said, this doesn't bother my hair. It just keeps it moisturized. So I'm putting some more. I'm putting it all over this puff. And then we're gonna work on curling the puff. It can take a while, so I'll show you how I do it, and then I'll fast forward. I'll usually take it and pull. It's secure, so once I pull, I just pull my puff out a little bit more, making it kind of bigger. You can pull the puff a little tighter, and you won't have as much to curl. So some people leave their puff like this, put a little moisture on it, and go. If I wanted an Afro puff, but I like a more defined puff, okay. So I just take it section by section. It takes a while, but that's what I do. So a lot of times people are like, oh, you have so many curls, your hair just does that. No, we can make the curls that we want. Just takes a little bit of effort. All right, at this point, take your spray bottle. In this spray bottle, I just have water today. Sometimes I do put water, and I'll mix a little bit of my herbal essences. One little tiny little drop of herbal essences and a little bit of olive oil in it, but today I just have water. Either way, it works fine. All right, so I'm spraying it with water. I do one section at a time. All right, and I take it and I detangle. So I'm gonna start at the ends, and I slowly go down to be careful not to tear any of my hair up, not to be too rough. All right, so that little section is detangled. One quick note, if you have a problem with detangling, a lot of people use it, which I love. Kinky Curly, not today. You put a little bit of that on your hair, you start at the bottom and detangle up, no problems. You shouldn't lose any hair. It'll detangle your hair great. All right, my hair is kind of used to this style, used to me doing it. I'm not bothered with the tangles as I used to be when I first went natural. So a little bit of water like I did, and now I'm going to use the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. And I also have the Hydrating Curling Cream by Creme of Nature. I'm using both of those. I kind of put both of those on each section. All right. That was a Hydrating Curling Cream by Creme of Nature. Now I'm going to use some Shea Moisture. I'll put a good bit on my ends. I like those to stay moisturized. You can use some clips if you want to keep your hair pulled back out of your way. All right, it does curl better when you have a good bit of product, not too much, but a good bit, and then sometimes put a little bit more water. And I'm putting a little bit of more Shea Moisture Smoothie. All right, taking this comb, and I'm going to detangle again, and then I stop there. All right, and then I'm going to take one piece at a time, and you're basically doing a finger coil. Put a little bit more hydrating curling cream by Creme of Nature. All right, I do one section at a time, one piece at a time. I move pretty fast. I'm used to doing it. And sometimes you're going to notice some areas curl more than others. If it's not curling that great, spray a little more water, add a little bit more cream, and they'll start to shrink up and even curl as you go if you feel like some aren't as curly. When I was shorter, I used to just maybe do one little twist. I don't want a full finger coil. I just want a cute little curl. So my hair is growing out a lot, so my curls are kind of hanging longer, but they used to not do that. I used to have a little short puff, and they didn't hang as long. So right now, this is a fresh wash. Like I said, I'm type 4 hair. I'm pretty sure I'm low porosity. It doesn't retain as much moisture. It's harder for my product to sit in. All right, so I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to show you a couple sections and then I'll fast forward. But if you take the time and take that puff that you just feel like is an afro and curl each little piece around your finger, it's a quick finger coil, so you'll see at the end they'll all start to kind of shrink up a little bit, and it'll be really pretty curls. Alright, and then go to another little section, come over on the side. Pretty much do this all around. I usually kind of start with the bottom pieces, then I come up and do the center. I don't usually take too big of sections, only because I don't want to tear into my hair out, combing too much, it getting tangled. Like I said, I'm not using this detangler right now. I don't feel like I need it. But even though I say start from the bottom, I just do this to kind of start loosening it up a little bit and pull it a little bit, but then I'm gonna start at the bottom. This is detangling my hair. It takes a second. Like I said, the knot today will make it a lot easier. Which I could use a little bit and show you how that works. But I had to use it a lot because for some reason, I don't know what happened with my natural, but when I first went natural, I almost gave up. I couldn't get my hair to do anything. It was just kind of like a dry afro, but a little patience, a little bit of work, and a year and a half later, I actually love my natural now. I straightened my hair once for my birthday, and the very next day I went back to curly. I did it myself. I did a quick little light flat iron. I barely put any heat in it. That's the only one time I've had heat, other than a light blow dry every blue moon, trying to dry my curls if I have somewhere to go. But this white that you see is going to dry pretty fast. Alright, all I'm doing is putting the Shea Moisture on and the hydrating curling cream. So my hair is not as moisturized the first day. It's kind of like I've washed it, I've stripped it. But tomorrow when I wake up, my curls will still be there. I come back in areas that aren't as curly. I do this. I just take those few little areas and I wet them. I put the smoothie on, do a little quick finger coil, and I mix it in with the areas that are defined. So I usually don't have to do my whole head. And every day you just kind of keep touching up on it, and your curls get better and better. Just adding smoothie. Alright. Because my hair will be dry, so that's why I keep coming in adding more product to it, because it's going to absorb and it keeps it from looking dry and feeling dry. Alright, taking a quick little turn, and sometimes I do a quick little pull at the end. Being careful not to pull any hair out. It doesn't matter what length your hair is. Meaning, when I was a short puff, short afro, TWA, teeny weeny afro, you always want to make that puff. So that's like your go-to thing. You can't wait till your hair is long enough to put it in a puff. And as soon as I had a little afro that I could pull up just a little bit, this is what I did. Of course, I didn't have this technique at the time. But my curls were even prettier then because they were short. So I would just do one little quick turn around my finger because it was small. I would do one turn, one, and then it would do. See, now it won't because my hair is getting longer. So I have to do a little bit more coiling to make those curls come and stay. And it's okay because I'm telling you, depending on what length your hair is, the curls will get better. They'll shrink up, and each day you come back and do some touch-up curling, and your curls will be pretty. All right, I'm gonna do this little top section, and then you can fast forward some more. Water. Gonna detangle. See, it's tangled, very, very tangled. So start on the end. May seem like a lot to do just for a puff, or you may think it'll be easier with it down and then pull it up, which very well can be. I've done wash and go puffs. That's a different curl pattern than like finger coil curl. I do them both. I just prefer this method. It lasts longer and it just gets prettier as the days go by. Curling cream, Creme of Nature. Shea Moisture smoothie. Some on the ends. A little bit more with fingers. I'm doing it. Kind of some bigger sections, but that's okay. about 10 minutes. My hair is mostly dry. You can still see a little bit of white in a few areas of the curls. It's not bad. It's gonna dry all the way. But this is basically what I do. This is how I sleep, by the way. After I take my scarf off, go about my day. At the end of the day, I take that scarf, just shimmy it underneath my curls and tie it just like this. I do have a little neck roll pillow that I actually sleep with. I found that helps me not to crush all my curls. I just have my neck pillow right here and I sleep kind of let my curls dangle and not just get crushed by my regular pillow. So that was one thing that I found, that in the morning when I woke up, it was less work. My curls were still defined. I only had a few areas that I had to go back in and touch up. So I'm going to remove my scarf. Alright, like I said, my hair is getting pretty long, so normally my curls will be up here a lot more, but my hair is growing so much that the curls starting to hang down. I needed to pull my puff probably a little bit tighter, but my edges are flat. They're not gonna move all day. Oh, one other little thing that I do, which I love because it adds shine. I have a lot of glosses and oils and I use all of that, but one thing that I found that makes my hair really shine, I really just use it on my edges and the slick part of my hair. This is, actually I use it on my daughter and I love it. I started using it on myself. It's Just For Me Soothing Scalp Balm. It says natural hair milk, but it's actually just like a hair grease to me. It says with coconut milk, shea butter, vitamin E, and sunflower oil. So it's the Just For Me Soothing Scalp Balm. But it smells really good, and I just take a little bit and I rub it on my edges, and it makes it really, really shine, really, really pretty. And I just put that like that. And a little bit on the back. This is basically going on my curls.